Alright, so shut it
You're
up.
the light at the tunnel.
Alright, so yo, we hit something. We hit something now. We hit something
Why you
now.
flagging?
We 17 minutes in and we hit something
Nigga,
now.
this nigga had no problem exposing me, boy.
We're
So the other
17
time,
minutes into the pod and we hitting something now. So yo, and please, by all means, I don't want to talk about anything personal, so please think about some other girls and things like that. Wani jump in and all the time too. Do the man not talk to girls when they're vulnerable?
Like double Dutch, nigga.
Yeah, it depends on the vulnerability. Like,
What you mean?
there's levels between, you know what I mean?
What you mean by that?
There's levels.
Talking to shorties when they're vulnerable.
There's levels between this and that. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I don't. I might.
So you're telling me that
but I'm not
you're telling
aware
me,
of it.
You're telling
what?
me you picked up women. You picked up women.
I have one good excuse. I have one good reason right now where it'd be like,
aware of. I don't think I've ever talked to a shorty. I might have been like oblivious.
what, nigga? You never been some quick revenge dick? Okay, I thought so.
Okay.
So that's vulnerable.
Don't think of vulnerable as only being like
Okay,
being her taking advantage. It could be
Like I
her
said, there's levels
taking
to this.
advantage of you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But okay.
I've only been in situations with women when they've been vulnerable. That sounds crazy.
No, it
does
sounds
sound
unbelievable.
crazy.
It sounds. Yo,
You're a victim. Here we go.
I pick great people. No, I got good character. I got good judge of character.
Yeah, I just when blacks realize that.
No. But what I mean by that is like, yo,
I'm gonna flag that.
how can you be so open and susceptible to love if you're not vulnerable? And those are the women I meet the most. Telling me about the woman you meet that's so high and confident and wants to open up to you.
Oh, here we go. CSI.
Nah,
What do you
because
Wait. What are we talking? Like, yo, there's so many different levels of vulnerability.
So
If we're talking
give me
about
one. Give me
vulnerability-
one that comes to mind. Then
Okay, so if we're talking about vulnerability, there's vulnerable on a level where shorty's sharing her dreams with you.
No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about levels.
How is
Even
that?
emotions.
Yo,
emotions.
How is that vulnerable?
She hasn't dated a nigga.
How's
in
that
like
vulnerable?
4
Why
years.
can't she?
You know what I mean? Something like that, and like she just like dating apps now. She before
Just
she
throw
was
it.
never on no dating
Just
apps.
throw it
but
on
now she's-
camera. The YouTube will see it. Who cares?
Okay.
Now she's on dating apps and shit now.
Two.
Right? So
One of us will catch it.
she had a bad breakup, or like he was abusive.
Sorry, bring that back. That was good. What you
Yeah,
were
she
just
had
saying.
a breakup, or like he was abusive. You know what I mean? So now she's more vulnerable to like talking to niggas that are like aggressive or something like that. You know, because that's what she's used to. Right?
Okay. I was thinking on a different.
Yeah, like she
was thinking-
hasn't
that's why I said-
hasn't felt real love. So like a nigga has never bought her roses. So
But
like
that's the thing,
you buy her
there's-
lunch now, she's thinking, oh my god, like I'm in love.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like shit like that.
Vulnerability is, but that's still
what?
what I'm explaining though.
What
is
did I
a
say?
Level of vulnerability.
But whatever I said, it sounded like what I said. The man took is like I sounded crazy. So
No. But what
there's
my
just
first
different
rebuttal
levels.
was there's levels to vulnerability.
Yeah, there's different levels to vulnerability.
So we went through one level. What?
Because
what's another
I've
level?
been revenge dick. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know.
That's a level of
So
vulnerability.
it's on a little break with her man.
Okay, that's one level. What's another level then?
With, like personally, or you talking about like
Just out there.
Shorty has issues. Pretty much, we'll say, I guess, daddy issues, for lack of a better word. She has like a fucked up stepfather.
And how does the guy now come into play and recognize that she's vulnerable or talks to her at that vulnerable stage? Like, well, what's the difference between that or her having a bad stepmom? There's no difference. Her having a stepfather that's bad to her, or even a stepmom.
Or stepmom. Well,
like you could say like go back to what you're saying for a quick second. Like
I
yo,
think
you
there is a difference.
Shorty could have all the confidence in the world and still be vulnerable. Like I would say prime example is like a stripper.
I,
They have all the confidence in the world when they go out. You don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, they're still vulnerable.
Yep. Definitely.
vulnerable to what?
What do you mean? Or escorts. Let's say escorts, for example, right? They're vulnerable to their pimp.
I would argue that they don't have all the confidence in the world.
No, they do, bro. The way that they carry themselves, or at least they put on that facade.
But look,
you know what?
all I'm saying is this. So you guys talk to girls who are not vulnerable?
Bro, every girl is vulnerable to a certain degree.
Back to my statement.
But how do you know?
I talk to women.
How do you know?
Who,
When you get to know them, nigga, you'll start to find out. Now you start
That's-
picking up on cues on what they're
That's the
saying,
thing.
how they're
But
saying
you
it.
don't know from initially talking to them that they're vulnerable.
It's shorties out here like, yo, fam, I never been on a real date before. Okay, little things that I can do can, like, you know what I mean, can persuade how you
That's-
look at me
okay,
because you're
'cause-
vulnerable in this certain area.
Okay, in a sense. Okay, I understand that. So being vulnerable in an aspect of something you being able to capitalize on as a man.
In a specific area,
Okay.
or she could capitalize on you in a specific area, right?
Oh, okay.
She's not good for you, but
So,
she's the first girl that sucks your dick.
Basically, as they say, relationships being transactional.
is there a time that you talk to a girl and she's not vulnerable?
And you're filling a spot in her life that's gotta.
Once again, I swear I,
guess,
said
okay.
something and the man made it sound
No,
like I was
no.
crazy. I'm just saying
Fam,
that's
no,
how I
no,
felt.
no, I
and
see
I'm
what
like,
you're
yo,
saying,
what? So I had
no
to
one
bring that
makes
shit
you sound
down.
like you're.
levels
Who's
of
making you sound like
vulnerability.
crazy? 'Cause
I
don't
said that you. I
understand.
talked to women that are vulnerable and it was a hot joke, but the
There's
man will talk to
different
vulnerable
levels.
girls all the time.
Okay,
There's
first of all, we
different
know why
levels
this is a
of-
joke. Because
What's
it's
the
an internal
joke?
joke. See? It's an internal joke. But the way you're coming at it so defensive right now, I'm just like,
No, because
every
I
girl
want
is
you to
vulnerable in a
say-
certain way.
Yeah, but I want you to say it so I can say to the man, I'm just like me.
No, no,
We're just like me.
No.
You guys are just like
Like,
me.
what did Wani say before? He interviews girls? Yeah, you interview too. You know what I mean? But your interview is just,
Nah, nigga. Like I said, it's new me.
you're Simon Cowell
New
with
day,
the
new
interviews,
me,
you know what I
nigga.
mean?
New day, new me, nigga. You already
That
know
was
how
me.
I
That
get
was me
down.
last pod.
I don't know what this nigga's talking about.
That was me last pod. But okay. All right.
New
Okay.
day, new me, 2023.
Okay.
Let's go.
Good to know. Good to know. All right. As long as we're all on the same page.
We out here.
As long as we're all on the same page. All right. So yo, question. Random.
Question?
Could the man date a murderer?